Hi, this is Steph and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will still talk about credit cards, specifically the processes and how you can apply for it, and also some tips for you to get approved fast. And I will be specifically talking about my bank of choice, which is Metrobank. So if you are interested in this topic, then check this video out. If you haven't subscribed in this channel yet, please click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit the like button for you to get notified with the latest videos in this channel. So what are the ways in which you can avail of a credit card? So I have 3 ways listed. So number 1 is the bank will be the one to offer you the credit card. So this is what happened to me. So the bank just called me and asked for some information. But again, please be careful in disclosing certain types of information, specifically if it asks for like sensitive information like your bank accounts, your OTPs and stuff. So please be careful with that. But however, if I think the bank is asking you for your names, your birthdays, your address, it is still reasonable because that is part of the application process. However, if it is asking for some passwords, then just be very careful not to give it away. Banks usually offer credit cards to those people with good savings, especially in their bank, and also with good credit standing. So actually, you don't necessarily have to apply to them first, but they will be the one to reach out to you if you're qualified with these 2 conditions. So parang automatic siya. The second way in which you can avail credit card is if you personally apply for it. So you go to the bank itself and apply for it. So just be sure that you have the necessary documents for the application. And the third way in which you can apply for a credit card is through online application. Since I think almost everything now is done online and it eases up the process of application, so it's faster, shorter queues in the bank, because if you go to the bank, it is just only for, I think, verification only. So the lesser time you will be spending in the bank. So you just go for online application. So that's another way. So I will be providing a link below which you can just follow or check on if you wanted to apply. So I'll personally give Metrobank's link for the credit card application. So what are some tips for easy and fast credit card approval? Number 1 on the list, of course, is if you have a stable source of income. This is very important because banks want to be assured that you can pay the amount that they are lending you. So for example, if you are an employee, so you must secure a certificate of employment for at least, I think, 3 months, or if you wanted to be sure, 6 months. That's very important. That is a source, a proof of evidence that you have a stable source of income. And for certain freelancers or businesses, you need to at least show like business permits or ITR to show the amounts that you are earning, because banks will really check on your capacity to pay. So even if you claim that you're earning this much and that much, you need to provide supporting documents to, of course, support your claim. The second one is you need to make sure that you have good credit history or good credit standing. So what is meant by that? You need to make sure that if you have previous loans or if you have current loans, make sure that you are paying this on time, no delays in payments, no bad records, because I think the banks can check in the negative file information system. So they have like a database where they can check on your loan payments, if you're on time, if you're delayed. For example, housing loans that are foreclosed, I think they can check on that. So please make sure that you have good credit standing. So there's nothing wrong if you borrow money for as long as you can pay it on time. The third one is through savings account. So this will, I think, boost up a faster credit card application, especially if you're applying for a credit card in that particular bank where you have the savings. So I think this is what happened to me because I accumulated a certain amount which is sufficient for me to be granted a credit card. So I think this is easier. If you're eyeing for a specific bank which you want to open a credit card, I suggest that you open first a savings account in that bank and then deposit regularly, like I think reach a certain amount like 20K to 50K and above. So that would be an easier route for you to be granted a credit card. And number 4, which is in relation to the previous one, so I mentioned that maintain a good average daily balance in that savings account. So for example, like 20,000 and above, or 50,000. So actually, the credit limit that the banks will offer you for the credit card also depends on the amount of your savings initially. And that will increase depending on your capacity to pay, like your behavior on your payments. So something like that. So if you're paying on time, making advance payments usually. So the banks will grant you a higher credit cards eventually. So I have experienced that one, and also with my husband. So that's another way if you want to increase your credit limit. And lastly, this is not so common, but there are cases like this. So for company partnership, for example, if you are working in a specific company and that company is partnering with that bank, usually what happens is that the bank is a little bit lax in offering credit cards to employees of that specific company because they are partners. They are partnering with the specific bank. So that's another route if you wanted to avail of credit card. In my case, I have availed of a credit card, not mainly because I really applied for it, but because the bank offered it to me. So I first used Metrobank Visa FEM. So it is a credit card with an annual fee of 2,000 pesos. But eventually I downgraded to a much lower version, which is the basic version without an annual fee. So it's Metrobank M Free MasterCard. So it is the most basic credit card in Metrobank because I don't want to pay anymore the annual fees. So that's what I'm using now. And you can eventually increase your credit limit, as what I've said, by paying regularly. Do not miss any payments or any amount dues in your credit cards. But personally, I recommend that you open a savings account in the bank of your choice, in the bank that you're eyeing for, especially those big banks, because not all establishments accept all cards. So usually, as what I've noticed, they accept Metrobank, BDO, BPI, maybe Citi. Yeah. So I suggest apply for a credit card to those big banks, the top banks, so that you can just easily avail of installments in different store merchants. So that's it, guys. I hope you learned a lot from this video. So if you have any questions about credit cards, you can watch the previous videos I made before, and you can just comment also if you want me to answer those questions. So see you again in my next videos. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!